Hi, my name is Sydney Richardson, and recently the Kansas City Library, in partnership with Johnson County Libraries, sponsored an event called Talk Book to Me. The event focuses on teen literature, giving them a chance to review books, learn from other authors, and receive free titles. Let's find out more. So when did you first get the idea to host this event?
That's a really good question. I think we thought of this idea about 2 years ago when I was at an event in Chicago, and we really wanted to take teens to this library conference to talk about what they've been reading. There's a big event every year where publishers and editors and authors come together and listen to teens, and we were trying to figure out how can we get this to Kansas City. So of course, our first idea was how do we put teens on an airplane and get them to Chicago? And then that seemed like kind of a tough thing to do. And so more logically, we were like, how do we bring this experience to Kansas City? So we wanted to create a place where teens could have a chance to kind of share their voices with the decision makers in the publishing industry.
Well, it's really important to create an event just focused on teens and helping them feel empowered to follow their passion, and also specifically about libraries and books, like getting kids interested in literacy and also promoting their own writing.
What makes a book interesting to you?
Many things. The plot and the pace of the book. Because if you have a story where it's just very slow and the characters aren't doing much, it's not as entertaining as it could be. But I really enjoy a story that's fast-paced and very descriptive, but not to the point to where it's boring.
To me, what makes a book interesting is if it's a story that I haven't heard before, or just even if it is something like I like fantasy a lot. But if they have just some aspect to it that makes it just different and something new, that's what really grabs me as a book.
What makes a book interesting to you?
Usually it's I like fast-paced books, and if it has a good plot.
When did you find out that you had a passion for reading?
Honestly, I've been reading all my life, so I found out, I guess you could say, around elementary school, so probably first grade.
Do you think there's a lack of interest in the teen community about book reading?
I don't think so, but I work at a library, so I also mostly see teens who really like reading. But I think given the fact that books that have been turned into movies are the most popular box office hits for teens, I think shows that there's still a lot of reading going on in the teen community.
Would you rather prefer reading literal books like those, or would you rather read an online book like ebooks?
I prefer actual books, but ebooks are good when you can't find a copy anywhere.
What was your favorite genre of book to read?
I'd say my favorite genre of book to read is probably fantasy.
Why?
I just like being in kind of a world that was created by someone else, doesn't have to find the rules of our reality.
Okay. Do you think there's a low interest in books within the teen community?
I think there's that perception that teens aren't interested in reading, they're not interested in books, but clearly that's not the case. There are teens that are interested, and we would like to promote that and get teens excited about it.
When did you discover your passion for reading?
I guess I've always been a reader. It just kind of runs in my family, so I just kind of inherited it from my parents, and it's just been that way my whole life.
I wasn't really into reading when I was little. It was more if they had books out, then I was okay, and it was mainly if it was just illustration. But around fourth grade, I was I'm really interested in all these stories and all these different things, so I just started grabbing books more and more.
What do you think about today's event?
I think today's event is really fun and entertaining, and I think it's a unique thing to try here because we don't get a lot of bookish events in Kansas City, so it's great that people are able to come and meet minds that think alike and also like to read, and also because people are able to get free books that they wouldn't be able to get otherwise.
What do you hope that teens will get out of this event?
I really want teens to get out of this event that even though you're a reader and you may really love reading, you can also have a voice too and share those opinions, and that people in this industry, in the publishing industry, want to hear what you think. They want to know what you like about books, what you don't like about books. You need to be able to speak up, and so creating those spaces where you can share your thoughts is really important to me.
Are you proud of the turnout today with all these wonderful people here?
I am ecstatic. I am so excited to see all of these excited young people who are really interested in writing and reading, and that we can share that passion together.
I think today's event is a good way just to kind of get advice from authors who have already published, and to look at books, kind of work together, get advice from other students and teachers who might have advice for you and your ideas.
And I love doing these kind of programs for teens, giving them a chance to have their voices heard and learn new skills and things that will really help them achieve whatever their goals are outside of the library.
For KCDML's Team Digital, this has been Sydney Richardson, along with Sade Bayan, reporting.